Hey guys, I wanted to jump on here really quick and talk to you guys about a quick life update. It's been a really long time since I've done any kind of update or just kind of sat down and talked about stuff. And a lot of things have happened and changed. I don't know if you can tell by the background, but we moved. So I guess I'll just start at the beginning of when things started changing. Last July, my dad was diagnosed with lung cancer, and I can do a story about that later, the whole diagnosis and the process of everything, if that's something you guys are interested in. So I can do that, but he was diagnosed with lung cancer, and he was automatically stage 4, so it wasn't really good news or anything. There was no fighting or beating it really. So that's the first thing that happened. He had a brain surgery, and we spent a lot of time back and forth to chemo and radiation and everything. And I don't know if I ever mentioned, but I had been working at a nursing home, and I had worked there for a year and a half at this point. But my dad passed away on December 31st of this year, and so I had to call my work, obviously. I had texted them and said, hey, I have hospice here, and my dad's passing away. I'm not sure if it's going to be today. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, but I can't come to work tomorrow because, obviously, I'm dealing with that. My boss texted me back and just said, okay, well, you need to call work. It's okay. If you need anything, let me know. I'll handle it. Don't even worry about it. Nothing like that. It was, okay, well, you need to call work. So I called in. And, obviously when you call off on a holiday, people are snippy and kind of assume you're drunk or whatever. But, I told them what was going on, and they still just kind of didn't give a shit. So that was super great. And whatever, so my dad ended up passing, and I let them know that I wouldn't be at work for the week, because I had things I needed to take care of. And so so now we moved into my dad's house, which is my family home. I grew up in this house. I lived in this house my entire life until I moved out with Ryan. So I'm back living in my home. And so that was the biggest life-changing stuff that happened there, was my dad passed, and now we live in a different town. I mean, it's not too far from where we lived before, obviously, but I had to move to a house instead of the trailer, which is nice, but it's, double expensive, so it's just a lot, and a lot of things have come up and gone wrong with changing things over and whatever. It's a whole process when you're an only child and your parent dies, and my dad didn't leave a will, so it was super stressful. So yeah, then I got a tattoo, a new one. This is a half a sleeve, all dedicated to my dad, and I will make an in-depth video about that soon. So after all of that, my work kind of didn't handle my dad dying at all how I would hope they would. When you work for a company that's so small, a nursing home that's so small, for a year and a half, and they just treated me like garbage and they didn't send me a card. They didn't send flowers. They didn't even acknowledge it to me. They didn't even say we're so sorry for your loss. Nothing. So I was kind of just got into this I don't even care about this job anymore. I don't even care to be here. I don't even care if I work here anymore. I went to work and I enjoyed my coworkers and my residents, but I fucking hated being there. I hated the management, and I just I kind of just didn't care anymore. When they would treat me like shit, I would just treat them like shit back. I just didn't care. And I can do a whole video about what happened at my job, and what happened to why I left. So I left in February, and there's a whole story to that. If you guys want me to tell you that, then I will go into a whole separate video about that, because that's a good nice long video. So, you know, I ended up taking from February. I just recently got my new job in April. So I was off for about like 2 months, from February 26th until April 23rd. So 2 months, but, I just kind of took that time to grieve and to be home with my kids and to be sad and to try to figure things out, as best as I could as to what was going on in my life. Because me and my dad were really close, and that was just, it was terrible to sit with him while he passed and like have to take care of everything. But so yeah, so then, you know, I lost my job, and I started applying for other jobs. I've been a CNA for 5 years, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm totally over like the CNA life, like the nursing home CNA stuff. Like, don't want to do it anymore. I worked at a nursing home one time prior. It was the nursing home that I did clinicals at, and I only worked there for like a month or two, and then I got my job at the hospital that I used to have, and I worked at the hospital for 2 years, and then I stayed home with Paisley and had Scarlett, and then I went to the nursing home. So I'm just I'm not a fan of nursing homes. I feel like people get treated like shit there. I don't like nursing homes. I don't. Staff gets treated like shit. There are some residents that get treated like shit. Like, I'm not a fan of it anymore, and I don't want to do it anymore. So I was looking for more of like hospital jobs, or like I had a medical assistant job at the hospital prior, so I was looking for more of like an office type of job or something more along those lines. Like, obviously medical field, because that's where I have the most like training is in the medical field. But yeah, I just did not want to go back to a nursing home. I did have a job offer for the hospice company that my dad used, but I also at the same time got a job offer from the company I work for. And I was going to take the hospice job, but I honestly am glad I didn't, because I just don't think I could have handled it with like how I feel about my dad now and everything. It's just hard. So I work for a dialysis center, and I'm a dialysis technician, a PCT right now. I'm getting close to being done with my training. So my final exam is on the 14th. And then I have to work for like 6 months as a PCT, and then I can take my national board, and I'll be a certified hemodialysis technician. So that'll be awesome, and I'm so excited about it. I'm just glad that I can still be in the medical field but not have to do CNA work anymore. This job has been the biggest blessing to me, and I love every minute of the people I work with. I love every minute of my center. I love doing it. It's amazing, and I think I've really found a spot that I can stay and grow, in a company that I can stay and grow in. Right now I work at one in a different location than where I live. It's only about a 30-minute drive, but I also have a location in my town, so eventually I would probably like to transfer, but at the same time I love the girls that I work with, so like the 30-minute drive isn't really like make or break it to me. I really do want to try to plan on getting back into school next year. I really would like to go for my RN and do that, and I'd like to stay a dialysis nurse. I am really fond of dialysis. I love it. So I do plan on making some videos about being a dialysis tech, about how I got my job, about what my role is, what we do, and just kind of talk to you guys about it, because it's really interesting. I learned a lot about kidneys that I didn't ever know. So yeah, so basically the biggest things that have happened is we moved, my dad passed away, and I have a new job and a new tattoo. But yeah, so I just wanted to hop on here and kind of just talk, because it's been a while and I didn't want to like hop into like vlogging or like I just didn't want to like hop into stuff and you guys be like, what the hell, where are they? Like, that doesn't look like her house and stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to make those. I'm gonna make a dialysis tech series because when I had first got my job, I was like trying to look up stuff to see if people like posted anything, like, you know, tips and tricks, or like just like advice, or like kind of what they do on a day-to-day. Obviously I can't really take anybody, I can't like vlog in the clinic, but I do like I can talk to you guys about stuff. I don't know that I can say I mean, I don't know that would really matter if I said where I worked. I mean, I don't have to tell you the location, but I work for Fresenius is the company. There's a couple of different dialysis companies. Fresenius is about one of the biggest, and then there's like DaVita. I don't know a ton about DaVita, but my cousin works for DaVita. So yeah. But, so yeah, I would like to make a dialysis tech series, and then I do want to make a video about my dad and all of that, how that all happened and stuff, and then I can make a video about my job if anybody would like to see that as well, because that was some no goodness. But yeah, so I did just want to hop on here and talk to you guys really quick, and I also do plan on doing a new tattoo video, just because like I know when I made tattoo videos in the past, you guys have liked them. So I might just talk about this in the video of my dad. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just incorporate it all into one. So yeah, if you guys want to see any of those videos, leave a thumbs up on this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.